What's going on, guys? Welcome back to NASCAR Heat Evolution. This time, we're going to do Talladega. I'm sure everyone's excited for that, because online in NASCAR Heat games, all you see is Talladega and Daytona, because apparently no other racetracks exist. So I'm sure people are going to be very interested in my first Talladega race in this career mode. Let's get to it, I guess. I discovered a glitch in between recording this episode and the last one, so for whatever reason, it might have been due to me changing my audio output, but the music suddenly came back on, and it was like max volume. It was blasting loud. But then, when I go to the menu to change it, it still showed it at minimum, and so when I changed the slider, it went back to normal. It was so weird. I've never seen that before. Anyway, this is gonna be pretty boring. I just want to see if I get last or not. I can't remember how hard qualifying is at super speedways in Evolution. So we're just gonna hold the gas button, as I like to call it, and I mean, what am I supposed to say? Talladega is more about the racing. Not sure how it's gonna go in this game. Daytona, I know it gets pretty spread out. I'm guessing it'll be similar for Talladega, but I can't really remember how it goes in this game. But having more room on the track should be pretty interesting. But yeah, the only thing I really had to talk about was that glitch, which I already talked about. So, oh yeah, in these laps, these tracks, you always get 2 laps. That's pretty cool. That the longer tracks have more laps. I guess because the first one's supposed to be another warm-up lap, because it takes a long time to get up to full speed. But it is pretty annoying how long it takes to qualify, especially when you have a good chance of just qualifying last. Though I think you could qualify after just 1 lap and not do the second. But just to be safe, we're going to do the second. Having a turn like this, though, slightly is kind of blistering my thumb a little bit. That was a 54.49. I don't think that's very good. And this might be worse because I've drove up the track. Now, we did just get a airflow improvement at the end of the last episode, so that should help out, hopefully. I mean, I assume that just helps with like drafting and that kind of stuff. I don't really know, because I mean, the HP and the HP improvement in the grip, like, that's pretty obvious. And the Heat games have always had the 3 main stats of, like, engine, aero, and suspension. So I'm guessing this game has something similar as well. Yeah, all that for last place. Isn't that cool? Last place by a huge margin, so, yeah. Sorry for wasting everyone's time.
Talladega Superspeedway is the largest track on the NASCAR circuit. Every inch of this track is packed with tight racing and the possibility of the big one right around every turn. The drivers dread the uncertainty that Talladega provides, but the fans love every minute of the close racing. This is Talladega. There's no place quite like it.
I can agree with that, other than maybe Daytona. We're getting underway at Talladega. I just realized, like, I didn't even pay attention to the intros. I mean, I've been kind of skipping most of them because of how quiet they are, but, like, I just kind of skipped through them in the last episode.
Still there, Carlo.
13 laps. Can we keep the draft? It's gonna be very boring video if we can't. Daytona, we were able to. And I believe my sponsor goal is still top 30, so.
Still there.
But I can't remember when you get the second sponsor spot, but I can't wait for that. That way, there's still a chance to get at least one of the goals, and there's a lot more strategy involved. It's actually pretty fun to decide which sponsors to put on your car.
Still there?
Even if in the end the upgrade system is so linear that you're gonna be,
Still there?
it basically just comes down to how fast can you get those upgrades. But hey, at least the money actually does something, unlike Heat 2.
Still there? Clear high.
So we're getting some boost here. It's like not super easy, but we're passing the cars.
Still there?
And I'm gonna get left out to dry up here, I think.
Car low.
Oh,
Still there?
I've been racing around the 7 car a lot for whatever reason. There's always that one car when you play a NASCAR game that you end up racing a bunch.
Car low.
And in this case for me it's the 7.
Still there? Car low.
Yeah, we are getting a little spread out. It's nothing too stupid yet. And we're about to turn into 3 packs, it looks like.
Hold your line.
If I could get, like, away from cars, that'd be pretty cool. Don't know what happened there. I think Brian Scott died or something, which is a Brian Scott moment.
Car high.
But, we might be able to get that top 30. We're now around Danica. We're at Casey Kane in 32nd. Very accurate for 2016 Casey Kane. And drink Motorsports, everyone.
10 laps to go. Still there? All clear.
Yeah, you can see how the cars, like, this plays out more like an old school playlist. We're not super packed together. We're a little bit spread out. I mean, draft is obviously still really important,
Stay low. Still
but
there?
we're way more spread out than what should actually be. It feels more like an older super speedway race.
Still there?
And of course, the MPH is still super inaccurate. Like 180, not even 180. That's like,
Still
no.
there?
And Heat 5 would be going like in the 190s, maybe 200s even.
Still there?
So we're just slowly working our way up through the field, and if Tony Stewart checks up or does whatever Tony Stewart does, then we're not going to get any more spots. I'm not sure which lane to go with here. We're going with Chase. Chase in the middle. We got Kane behind us. Hendrick's helping my car out, I guess.
Still there?
Like, you don't even get to name your team or anything, like the future ones, they let you give your team a name, even if it's a bunch of preset names, and then the later games from the company,
Car is pitting.
whoa,
Car high.
later games from the developer let you actually type in a team name, but here it's just,
Car high.
you don't even get a name. You just get Dave. That's all you get. The Almirola randomly pitted. I don't know if we'll get any more. Do we need a pit here?
Still there?
I think we can go without pitting. If the AI goof, we could make something happen here. Because these early Heat games, the AI do goof, and you can win races just from not pitting because you don't have to, and then everyone else pits because dumb. So we'll see what happens. I should be staying out the whole race unless I get into a crash. But even in that last race, I crashed and managed to pass like 15 cars at Richmond. So, I guess spoilers, but is it spoilers if it's for a previous episode? I don't know.
low. Still there.
Don't know if we can catch anyone else.
Still there.
Come on, Matt, you're too slow. We got the great Christopher Busher behind us. He's not really wanting to stay in our lane. Oh, caution's out. And everyone's pitting. And because of how big of a difference tire wear makes, I think we're gonna pit for tires. I'll take half a can of fuel unless there's like overtime, or except in case there's like overtime or something. Everything else. Still gotta wait for that time to run out. What's happening here? Waiting to advance to green. I think this glitch happened at Dirt to Daytona as well. Like, what's happening? I don't know, but hey, at least the race didn't soft lock. We're going again. Hopefully.
Get set. The race is going
I
great.
think I remember something like that happening in Dirt to Daytona because the cautions worked kind of similar in that game.
Here you go.
And, you know, same developer.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear high. Car low. Car low. Still there.
And this is not going well. Brian Scott's out of the race because that's what Brian Scott do.
Last lap. Still there.
Looking for an opportunity to pass. Looks like we're not gonna get the best finish here. I thought we'd do better. The highest we ran was 31st, and now there's a not much time left. We are beating one car. I would like to beat Danica Patrick. That would be a Danica Patrick moment.
Hold your line. Stay low. Still there. Clear high.
So we beat Danica Patrick, Ryan Ellis, and a DNF. Really cool. Awesome. Well, we thought we were gonna do better. Especially with that upgrade we got. Somehow we didn't get 85 speed rating. Need me some water. And the winner was Dale Jr. What a surprise. Big shocker. Next, we're doing Kansas. A track that we had to do in the tutorial. Pretty generic mile and a half. Should go okay for us. I'm not sure what lane is faster there. How about we find out? Unless there... Something tells me to go for a top 25. I don't know. First time we've changed it in a while, but we'll go for it. That's an interesting fun fact. That Joe Nemechek is the only driver to sweep Kansas in Cup and Xfinity. At least up to this point. And Joe Nemechek got like 4 Cup wins, right? Yet he managed to sweep. That's pretty interesting. Don't see a lot of those anymore. Alright, we'll do our single qualifying lap here. I'm just gonna assume bottom is faster. And that Chevrolet SS that we're driving. Weird that this is pre-Camaro. P29. Okay. I mean, where did we qualify in the preseason race? Didn't we also get like P29 for that? I don't know. But I hope to see an improvement over that preseason race, which I think that was on an easier difficulty too. I think it defaults to normal for those races. You can only change it after, and now I'm on hard, so. Another crappy start for me. Can't get that gearing right in these mile and a half. 19 lap. Hopefully we can run in the mid-pack here.
Still there.
Looks like that's Jimmy in the lead, I think. He's gonna run away. This is probably his race, to be honest. A good old night race at Kansas. Very heavy draft here. Let's send it.
Still there. Car high.
There's your top 10 in points driver, Tony Stewart.
Car high.
Still not sure how that happened.
Still there. All clear. Car high. Stay low. Still there. Car high. All clear. Car low.
There's your race winner, AJ Allmendinger. We get into it. Back before Allmendinger was the nuisance that ruined road course racing in the Xfinity Series. Still a bit of a nuisance for me on the track right now, though. I think we'll do that thing where when I get bored, I'll just go in the cockpit, so.
Still there.
There's Jamie McMurray, the most mid driver in the field. Jamie Mid-Murray.
Stay low. Still there.
Should have put Eddie McDonald in that car instead. Better Mac driver to start in 2016. Eddie McDonald. Yeah, I know a lot about those obscure drivers that did one-off starts around that time because I was really into NASCAR this year, my first one. When I first got into NASCAR, I was into NASCAR. I picked up very quickly. By the end of the year, I was keeping up with all 3 series, and I knew all the drivers, at least in Cup.
Stay low. Still there. Car high.
I mean, how old would I have been at the time? I would have been like 14, 13. No, I would have been 14.
Car low.
Now I'm just thinking about how much I would react to NASCAR incidents back then. But I think I'll get more into that when we get to a certain track on the schedule. I think I'll save that story for a certain track that'll come up about halfway through the season. We're not quite there yet.
Still there.
Right now, we're in an intense battle with the legendary Brian Scott. As he gets ahead of us here, can we rebound? We're gonna drive it in deep. That's a good corner. But here comes Ellis. I guess Tyler is getting to us. We're loose. Oh.
Car high. You're 3 wide.
Yeah, losing spots now.
Clear high.
Tyler, right rear is getting shredded. I can't talk, dude. As soon as I click that record button, I just start messing up every sentence. I talked about this in another video. I don't even remember which one, but you know, I just gotta get used to recording and knowing that what I say is can be heard by potentially anyone. So I know I'm stuttering a lot, slipping a lot. I already have, you know, I already slur my speech, but it gets even worse when I'm recording. Though I'm usually like pretty talkative, so I do a lot better around my friends or talking to myself. I talk to myself a lot, dude. I mean, I'm kind of doing that now, but you know, it's not the same. Anyway, I guess I should do a warning. At the time of this recording, my parents are not home. They'll be home soon, and if they do, they'll come to my room, and I'll have to hopefully successfully mute and unmute my audio input. I hope that goes well, but it's gonna be very close whether this episode gets finished in time or not. So if I randomly stop talking, that'll be why. And if you hear my parents and something dumb happens, oh no, I might have to edit that out. I might actually have to get this video edited if that happens, because I ain't letting that get onto YouTube. But hopefully that won't happen. I think we're good. But we're just kind of stuck at P27. Absolutely no one around us. We're losing to Ryan Ellis and Brian Scott. That's kind of embarrassing, but just trying to roll to the end of this race. No pit stops, no cautions, just racing. I think the only caution-free race we've had is Atlanta, which had green flag stop. Looks like this might go caution-free as well, but I don't believe we'll have green flag stop. Actually, my right front might blow. That's bad. I hope the AI pit. Either way, I think we're gaining a little bit on these guys. Yep. Got about 3 minutes left of this race. 4 maybe? 3.5? I don't know. I'm trying to do the math.
Five laps to go. Still there. Clear high. Still there.
Sorry, just kind of blinked out for a little bit. My mind started wandering.
Still there.
I mean, I kind of like having this silent lap sometimes anyway.
Still
And
there.
I don't know what else to talk
Clear high.
about. It's like, when I'm talking to friends, I can't stop finding stuff to talk about. But when I'm here recording and actually need to talk about stuff, I can't think of anything. A lot of YouTubers will share stories. I don't get those very often. I really don't. I mean, I've had a couple during this experience. But, there goes AJ. Will that be a yellow? I killed AJ. Pretty cool. So, let's just say I don't like AJ Allmendinger, which is a very unpopular opinion. I'm kind of known for having those. I'd rather not get into it. I mean, I can't even explain it very well why I don't like him, but yeah, that's why I said it's good that I wrecked him. But, I guess there's no yellow. I did see Brad drop down the standings. Oh, we can't turn anymore. Are we gonna make it to the end? Oh yeah, we can make it 2 laps. I don't know about the AI though. I hope they make it. I've noticed for the most part, 7% seems to be pretty good race length for how things play out. I mean, I made that dumb mistake in Atlanta because I think the AI took 2 tires on the stop and I took 4 and lost a bunch of spot. But other than that...
Yellow's out.
Oh, okay. A caution came out after the white flag, and the rules back then, caused, the race to end. And hey, it's Bob! Bob does appear elsewhere. Bob is the makeshift name I give this guy. Because he usually only appears when you want to leave a race, and he's like, are you sure you want to quit the race? I guess he also appears for this too. He only appears for that. And I have no idea who he is. He has no name or anything. He's not Dave. But I didn't know he showed up for that, but yeah. That's the race. See what happened here. The winner is Martin Truex Jr. Okay. Oh yes, goal bowling 400. And we got the top 25. Awesome. I forgot about that. Where are we at in points after those 2 races? 28. Alright, that's fine. Okie dokie, next episode will be Dover and Charlotte. Got another tweet. You are starting to make a name for yourself out there. Keep pushing. Hashtag big things coming for you. They totally know how Twitter works. Here we go. Been waiting for this. Great news. We picked up some new secondary sponsors. Great news indeed. Now if we go here. Well, first you'll see the sponsors themselves are different. But we can pick 2 now. So we have... I typically like to just do... Oh, you also see the prices are different. So what if we do top 35 for the 1750, and then this one with more money will make it a harder goal, will make it that top 25. So yeah, that's what I like about the sponsor system. When you get more, I know you can get a 3rd one. I don't know if there's more than 3, but yeah. So we have 2 secondary sponsors now, and maybe next episode we can get an upgrade. We look at the schedule. I think we might get there. Let's take one look at the standings. Brad's kind of low in points. Stewart has fallen. Pretty normal stuff. Chase standings. Kane is now out by 3, so Blaney and Stewart are in. Truex, he was below the cut line last we checked, but he got that win, so he's gonna make it in. And Brad really doesn't have that many points, but managed to win. So 11 races, 9 different winners, pretty good. Logano, Kyle Busch, they've yet to win, surprisingly. What will happen next? You'll have to stick around and find out in the next episode of NASCAR Re-Evolution. If you made it to the end, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, haha original, and I'll see you around.